All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great example to us younger brothers. And peace and blessings, salutations. Hopefully, they got there pushing this word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. And what I want to get into, okay, this afternoon goes into being preserved, okay, being preserved because you have one or two things, either you're being, you know, reserved for destruction or preserved for salvation, okay, and what we seeing is the build up to that because the elect of Israel, whom the Lord has called out of darkness, okay, and has brought us into the understanding being towards salvation. Okay? And on the flip side, you have the masses of people, they're gradually working their way towards destruction. Okay? So when you see what's going on in the earth, it's a build-up leading to the day of wrath and the day of salvation. Okay? Now, I looked at the word preserve in the word preserve in Edom Online. Okay, and you go into it from the late 14th century, uh, preserving, and it means to keep safe or free from harm. And pretty much it's the same definition as salvation. To keep safe or free from harm, okay? Also, I said also act so as to ensure that something does not incur. Okay, it says to guard, okay, to keep, all right? Because you go into the pre, all right, that word pre meaning before, all right, and savare means to keep safe or protect. Okay, so the elect is being put in a situation where we're going to be preserved, we're going to be guarded, we're going to be protected in these times. Okay, and that's why Yahweh made it known what was pleasing unto him, so we can be doing these things while in his grace period. So when wrath come, okay, we'll be preserved. Okay, now I want to look up that word reserve. All right. All right. Now that word reserve means to keep back or in store for future use. Okay. To save up, to retain. All right. To keep back or in store for future use. Now, since we know the definition of preserve and reserve, let's get some precepts. Okay. Now, brother just put one up. Okay. And we know another word for preserve is guard. Okay, so the Lord shall guard. You can put the word guard there. All right, thee from evil, and he shall preserve thy soul. And see, that's heavy, because if he's preserving thy souls, he's protecting us from these enchantments of the wicked. Like you see how people, the masses of the people are enchanted by something, man. Okay, they got some type of bugged out doctrine they believe in. They come in this bugged out energy. Okay, they're enchanted. Okay, niggas are enchanted with nigga culture, man. All right. The woman is enchanted with feminists and Miss Independent, and you know Christians are enchanted with Christianity. Their soul wasn't preserved or guarded by Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, so now let's get another precept, and then we're gonna get some more. Okay, so you go to, let's get this in Peter. That's why Apostle Gabar always tells us that you gotta look up the words, man. You gotta get into the words. Okay. Now this is the book of 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 9. It said the Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations and to reserve, okay? And what does reserve mean? To keep at a later date for future use, okay? And to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished, okay? And Esau Edom, he was reserved. Like, the reason why Esau Edom has been able to dominate the earth, okay? The reason why he was given the sword to live by, pretty much that sword was a way to reserve this man until Yahweh Shai came back, man. Until that day, okay? Until the battle of Armageddon, the war of Armageddon, man, the scriptures say. Okay? So that sword that was given to Esau, that was given to him to reserve him, okay? So he will be here in the future for this judgment here, man. Okay? But it said he know how to deliver the godly out of temptations, which is to preserve the godly, the elect of Israel, but he knows how to reserve, okay, the wicked for punishment, man. It's a lot of people are here just for a future punishment, man. It's a lot of people that was born in the earth for a future punishment in these times, man. Okay? It's a lot of people that's here, man. You know, them wicked, slave owners we hear about, the atrocity that they did to Jake. Guess what? They're born right here in this time, mainly in America, man. Okay? There's a lot of wicked spirits that are here and have been reserved. They probably in some decent situations. The Lord is reserving, okay, the wicked for judgment. Even the wicked of our people, man. You see? Like you have, niggas that you kind of cringe at, that you just hate. The Most High reserving them, man. And that kind of keeps us at ease, because guess what? There's so much destruction to come. Our little anger don't do us no good, man. Just sitting being mad. We be vexed that Jake be mad, or sit here going back and forth with the nigga woman, looking at the YouTube, mad at the nigga woman. Okay. Well, guess what, man? They're reserved for a particular punishment, man. Okay? All this gonna be sorted out, man. Their judgment is gonna be meted out accordingly, man. And that what keeps us, that should keep us, okay, in the balanced spirit where we just not, vexed too much, man. Understanding that, hey, these people are reserved for judgment, man. Okay, a nigga like Vocab, he might be here to the missiles, man. Okay, guys like, Jakes that play all these games, these guys that disrespect Yahweh Shai, them guys like that, a lot of them gonna be here until the missiles come, man. They gonna catch hell all the way through Jacob's trouble, and they gonna be reserved until the missile, man. Okay, so just keep reading. All right, when you go from there, was the brother put it up. It's the book of Job, chapter 20. I'm gonna get the 29th verse. It's Job 20 and hold on. I be 21. All right, this is Job 21 and 29. It says, "Have you not asked them that go by the way, and do you not know their tokens? Okay, which are their signs." All right, and Esau Edom shows every sign that he is the wicked that the Bible speaks of, man. Okay, his characteristics within his rulership shows that he is the wicked that the Bible speaks of, man. Okay. Matter of fact, I start at 28 to get better context. Now, this is Job 21 and 28. It says, "For you say, where is the house of the prince, and where are the dwelling places of the wicked?" Verse 29, "Have you not asked them that go by the way, and do you not know their tokens?" And pretty much asking them that go by the way is the prophets, man. Because the prophets are set up in the chief place of concourse in these cities, man. Okay? They're all through, all throughout the internet traffic on YouTube. So the prophets are those that go by the way. Like if someone, someone who just started tuning in and they asked the question, well, who is the wicked? Well, we will go through precepts and link it up with this man's rulership and to show, all right, through tokens, through signs that this man is the wicked, you know? And it says that the wicked is reserved, okay, to the day of destruction, that they shall be brought forth to the day of wrath. So let's just get that word reserved again, okay? Just get it again just to read it, okay? And this the word reserve means to keep back or in store for future use. The Most High has a judgment in store for this guy, man. And you see, the scripture talk about how the end waiteth for thee. There's a judgment, okay, that's reserved just for Esau Edom, man. Okay? There's a captivity reserved just for this guy. All right, there's a harsh, rigorous, back breaking, ACL tearing captivity for this guy, man. You see? He's reserved for that. That's why no one has been able to take him out of power or remove this man from power, because the Most High is reserving this man. Okay? He wants to deal with this guy personally, man. All right? Because Esau Edom thinks that he's a god. Okay? He thinks that he's on the same playing field with the Most High, Yahweh, the angels. He thinks he's on the same playing field, man. Okay? And the Most High blessed him with that technology to deceive him, man. So he can think that. That's why when you go, all right, when you go to the book of Hebrews chapter 11, okay, this is Hebrews chapter 11 verses 20, okay? This Hebrews 11 and 20 says, by faith, Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau concerning things to come, things in the future. Esau will be reserved for destruction, okay, and the elect of Israel will be preserved for deliverance, okay, for the eternal rulership. So Esau, all right, was blessed, by Isaac with the sword, and that goes into pretty much a survival mechanism, man. Okay, you gotta think like the Most High blesses the cheetah with speed so he can hunt. His speed is reserving him, okay, so he can be around. That whole species of cheetahs, they exist based off what, man? Their speed. Okay? The lion exists based off his strength. The eagle exists based off his eyesight. It's preserved by that. It's reserved by that. Esau has the sword. That's why you go into all the wars. Okay, even when he came over here, those conquistadors came over here with the Incas. Okay, Aztec. All right. Jake was great warriors, but Esau had iron and metal that the weapons of the Incas and the Aztecs couldn't penetrate. Okay? They had cannons. All right? Their sword. His weaponry, all his technology and his weaponry plays into the sword, because the sword is an instrument of death. And he uses his technology because he came up with diseases. Okay? Knowing how to harvest disease, that's part of a sword. That's a weapon. Okay? So he conquered those things, and and the Lord allowed him to do that so he can be reserved. Okay, this man is reserved for this time here, so he got to deal with Yahweh Shai. Okay, he had to be reserved for the war in heaven. Okay, so he had to be reserved for this, man. So it's a duality. Yep. couple of you brother preachers on the comment board. Yeah, let's get that in. This the brother GMS Great Faith Bah. All right. This is Second Peter 3:7. It said, "But the heavens and the earth, which are now by the same word, are kept in store, reserved, all right, unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of the ungodly men." Yeah. So this world, this society, okay, the heavens, which is this rulership, okay, in this society, okay, this wicked rulership, and the people that follow this wicked rulership are kept in store. All these alphabet parades, okay, now they're coming out and protecting, pedos, okay, calling them MAP, a minor attracted person, okay. People like that are reserved for that wrath, man. Like the Most High wants them to feel His full wrath, man, and that's gonna be in the missiles, man, and that's gonna be a pain undescribable, man. Okay, a pain undescribable, man. And the Lord can stretch out the time. The Most High can stretch out the times how He want. Okay, you see that? This the brother GMS pray always hope for elect. It said, "Remember the former things are old, for I am the Most High, and there is none else. I am the Most High, and there is none like me." Okay, and what separates the Most High from all these other deities and these doctrines is prophecy, man. Okay, not only prophecy but the accuracy of the prophecies, man. Okay, it's the book of Isaiah 46:10 said, declaring the end from the beginning. Okay, going back to why Jacob was blessed to have the Most High is their power, so we can be preserved. Okay, that was part of the blessing of Jacob is that we receive. See, but we have to understand Abraham passed on, okay, the Most High being his power, okay, and him being friends with the Most High. See, he passed down that relationship. Like you can inherit tangible things from your father, but see, we inherited spiritual things from Abraham, okay, through Isaac and Jacob. Okay, we inherited that relationship of the Heavenly Father being our power and we being His people. We inherited it, and Esau got the sword. Okay, and with the sword, he's limited. There's only so much he can do. Okay, there's only so much he can do with the sword, but with the spirit, we're unlimited, man. Okay, and let's get it. Let's prove it. All right, let me make sure I finish this. This is Isaiah 46:10 said, declaring the end from the beginning and from the ancient times, the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. Okay, and the Most High's pleasure is to what? Give us the kingdom. Matter of fact, a brother can post it. Fear not, little flock. All right, for it's your Father good pleasure to give you the kingdom. I think that's Luke 12:32. Okay, so let's go from there and just prove. Now, this is the book of Isaiah. All right, this is Isaiah 31:1. All right, it says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses, which it depend, or trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai. And you think about it, you know, the American military upholds, okay, this lifestyle that America, is privileged to have. These Americans, have, because your military. Because see, when you are a ruler and you establish a society, well, you protect that society with your military. Okay, so a lot of people don't know, what the American military consists of, but it's just this pride and this careless, spirit that they have, as if, this thing is going to be established forever, which means they trust in this society, man. Okay, a lot of people trust in this society, man, and think it's gonna carry on, and that this thing is gonna have root forever, man. Okay, but listen to how it break down. It says, yeah, also he is wise and will bring evil. And this is the Most High going to bring evil, and will not call back his words, but will rise against the house, okay, the lineage of the evildoers, and against the help of them that work iniquity. Yeah, everyone is joined to this society. And see, that charagma is you pledging allegiance, okay, with the wicked. You pledging allegiance to the serpent. Okay, you're saying, look, I trust you going forward. Okay, I want your society to continue. That's what you're saying when you take the charagma. Okay, and the juice was a warm up for it, man. Okay, verse 3, it says, now are the Egyptians. It says, now the Egyptians and the modern day Egyptians is you Americans, man. You Edomites, man. These Edomites. It said, now the Egyptians are men and not the Most High, and their horses flesh and not spirit. Okay, his military is carnal. His blessing is carnal. It's not spirit. It's limited. Okay, there are certain maneuvers that those fighter jets can't do, or the pilot will die. There's certain speed that those fighter jets can't go, because the material that they're made out of will disintegrate. Okay, Esau's limited, man. There's only so much, weaponry, what they call a payload, missiles and rounds of ammunition that a fighter jet can take. Okay, they can carry, because of gravity, man, because of physics, man. He's limited. The chair is not bound by physics or gravity. Okay, the chairs are not bound by that. Okay, it's a spiritual vehicle, man. You see, pure power. All right, Yahweh Shai is not bound, okay, to the laws of physics, where he is a certain maneuvers he can't do in the chariot. No, man, because those pilots, they experience what you call G-force. Okay, and if they turn, a certain way at a certain speed, they'll die. Okay, they'll be crushed. He's limited. Nigga gotta get gas. Okay. See, Esau, he can go now. Now, one of those fighter jets can kill, okay, hundreds of thousands of people. Okay, if they got nuclear payloads on them. Okay, but they still need gas. More still got a gas tank. Okay, the chariot can just get busy, like when the angel was running through Israel. Okay, and the Most High had to stop the angel. He had to tell the angel it is enough. Okay, because hey, guess what? It has the angels don't get tired. The scriptures talk about how they excel in strength. Okay. So keep reading on. It says, when the Lord shall stretch out his hand, Yahweh Shai, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is hoping shall fall down, and they all shall fail together, man. That's everyone that has an allegiance with this society, man. Because see, we're in a position where we're gonna have to make a choice. Okay, you're gonna choose the serpent or Yahweh Shai. Because when you go to the precepts, this prophecy, this man has been reserved for this prophecy. The Most High allowed him technology for aircrafts for this prophecy, man. It's the only reason. Okay, this is the main reason you invented an airplane, man. Okay, So you eventually turn into a fighter jet, man, because hey, you you got a reservation. You got, you got a war in heavens that you got to make it to, man. You got reservations, man. Okay, yeah, man. You heathen militaries, beginning with you Edomite military. You got front row seats to the return of Yahweh. We gonna have front row seats too, so we're gonna be on the chariots, man. Okay, your front row seats gonna be outside the chariots, man. Which that's gonna be the worst place to be on earth, man. Okay, and you niggas that's in the military, you are extremely stupid. Okay, if you in the Air Force, you super stupid. All right, this is Revelation 12 and 7, and it says, and there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels. Okay, and that war in heaven is in the atmosphere, man. Okay, and Michael representing, okay, the armies of heaven, which are going to be led by Yahweh. Okay, the heavenly host. Okay, a spiritual army fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels and prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. Yeah, and the dragon in this modern Roman Empire, man. Okay, which consists of NATO, America, and EU, and these other heathen nations that are allied with them are going to be allied with them to try to fight Yahweh. Okay, but on the front line is going to be these EU, NATO, all right, and American militaries, man. Okay, because they have the most fighter jets, the most advanced fighter jets, so they're going to be on the front line, okay, of this war in heaven. It says, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent. See, it said that old serpent let you know that the spirit of the serpent was reserved for judgment now. Okay, it says that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world, he was cast out in the earth, and his angel was cast out with him, man. Destroyed, obliterated, man. Okay, in 2nd Ezra 13 chapter, okay, if you want to read it, it goes more in depth into that, man. Okay, so let's get this here in Isaiah. Let's get this in Isaiah. All right, I think it's 36. Okay, so you know what you have is the elect being preserved, all right, for salvation, being guarded, being kept. You go back to the word preserve, it means to guard and to keep. Okay, the elect is being preserved for salvation, okay, but the wicked and his followers are being reserved for destruction. Okay, that's why you read Isaiah in that same chapter. Matter of fact, that same chapter we just came out of, Isaiah 31 and 4. You know, it said, for thus said the Lord, for thus hath the Lord spoken unto me, like as a lion and a young lion roaring on his prey, when a multitude of shepherds is called forth against him, he will not, all right, be afraid of their voice, nor abase himself for the noise of them. So shall the Lord of hosts come down to fight for Mount Zion and for the hill thereof. So it's describing Yahweh as a young lion, all right, as a young lion, devouring, okay, the prey, okay, and he gonna be locked in, because if you have a young hungry lion, okay, he in his strength, he in his prime, and he sees, sheep, and he's starving, man, he's not gonna care. He can be 100 shepherds, man, he's gonna be at them sheep, man. Okay, he gonna be locked in. Okay, he ain't gonna care about the shepherd making noises and all. No, he's gonna be locked in. Yahweh is gonna come back locked in, man. Okay, for destruction and salvation, man. All right, verse 35. As birds flying, so will the Lord Yahweh of hosts defend Jerusalem. Defending also, he will deliver it, and passing over, he will preserve it. You see? and passing over those chariots, he will preserve it. Okay? So he's going to come locked in for destruction. Okay? And as he's passing over, he's going to be delivering his elect, man. It's going to be beautiful, man. Lord will, we of that number, man. This is what we're fighting for, man. Okay? You do not want to be on the outside of those chariots as Yahweh Shai comes locked in. Okay? we want to be in that press box, man. We don't want to be ground level. We don't want to be eye level on the other side, man. Okay? So that's the point. I just want to bring that out, man. I was just thinking about that duality of Yahweh Bashim Shai, man. Thinking that duality of Yahweh Shai when he comes back. All right, so Lord will, you brothers and you few sisters edified. Till next time I say Shalom. Kwam Yashala, Abab Abal, DTA soon. Shalom.